Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your girl Alicia, just coming to give you my review on last night's episode of Star, episode 12. Toxic. And y'all know how I do. I'm gonna just get right into it. Now, to be perfectly honest, I thoroughly enjoyed last night's episode. For me, it is the best episode of season 3. I said for me. It may not be for y'all. The reason why it was my best, my most favorite episode is because they encompass a lot of things in this one episode, and it was a lot. It was surprising things that happened, shocking things that happened, things we didn't even expect to happen, and it was just an all-around great episode. I really enjoyed last night episode. So I'm gonna start with Alex and Derek. Okay, first of all, I'm working my way up, so I'm just be all over the place for a little bit. Now, the club scene, when the picture came up with Gigi, the thing that Alex recorded, and he said something along the lines of, Alex, I know you ain't do this, or something like that. First of all, sir, change your tone and lower your voice. And for me, that was an important dynamic to what I'm about to bring up, which I'm about to do this compare and contrast with Noah and Derek. Now, it wasn't even the fact that Derek asked Alex if she did it. It was as if, for me, he had accusation in his tone. Like, I'm asking you this question, but I kind of feel like you did it. So that's what I got. That's the feel I got from Derek. With Noah, when he went to the studio where Gigi was, it was like he knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that Alex wasn't even capable of doing something like that. So I'm like, this is, for the time being, this is Derek's girlfriend, and the fact that you thought she actually did it in comparison to someone that she's no longer with, who knew this is not even her character, and this is not something that she would do, even if she really had the opportunity, which she did have the opportunity to air out Gigi's dirty laundry. So I found that dynamic very, very interesting. Also, with Alex, when she caught her mom in the bed with Noah, she never questioned Noah's intentions. She didn't believe he had any fault in the matter, which, says a lot. However, when she saw the picture of Derek and old girl, and it looked like Derek was whispering in her ear, I think that's what the picture was, she instantly thought, okay, who is this chick? What's going on? So for me, it shows that there's a breach in the trust between Derek and Alex. That's how I felt about that whole dynamic. Y'all can let me know what y'all think. But even with the whole Derek and Alex thing from the very beginning, when this is why I have such a big issue with Derek, because they make him just like, damn, dude, the first words that come out your mouth I got a problem with. How random was it for him to walk out the house asking Alex if it was Olivia who was writing her from jail? Now, granted, we didn't know what happened after the whole scene with Alex and Olivia. We didn't know if Alex pressed charges. We didn't know what happened. So I guess that was their way of informing us that Olivia was indeed in jail. However, the randomness of the whole thing, which for those that don't know, Olivia is going to make a return sometime in this season. We don't know when. We don't know what episode yet, but she's making her return, and hopefully she come and jack some stuff up prayerfully. But it was just so random that he brought that up. So we found out that it was Alex's mom who has been trying to get in touch with her to tell Alex about her sobriety, but Alex has been, ignoring her, not wanting to deal with her mom in that way due to years and years of being disappointed, angry, and hurt. So Miss Bruce comes over and tells Alex, what's going on, showing her this live that Gigi is on, basically, downing her music, downing her career, saying that her career was all about her father, her name, so on and so forth. So of course Alex wants to, I'm not even going to say retaliate, but she definitely wants to put some heat on Gigi. And then we hear, Derek trying to say something. I'm like, okay, at this point, we need you to do what you do best, Derek. Look good and be silent, because you're not in this world. You don't know what this stuff is about. Alex is an up and coming artist and all of that good stuff. She ain't there yet. So, she can't just be silent on the sidelines. She still got to prove herself to certain people who still may think that her father is the reason why she's where she is. I'm like, Derek, just hush. The scene where they were in the bedroom when she was showing Derek, the recording or whatever, I just felt they could have done without that scene. I really do. And then the kiss on the end. Sometimes I don't even believe these kisses are written in the script because it seemed like that was such a serious situation and it ended with a kiss. Whatever. Maybe it was written. I don't know. But the club scene just got me like, I would have probably just said something to Derek. I wouldn't let it slide like Alex let it slide, but this is Dalek, so we know that they're dry as hell. Anyway, Simone and Angel. We're gonna get back to Alex in a minute. Simone and Angel, when they first opened up, we see that they were getting it in, the condom broke. Now I don't know about y'all. I'm gonna put myself out there for a minute. Now, I've never been married, but I have had that happen, and they was a little too calm. They was a little too calm. I wasn't that calm. I'm looking at dude like, Lord, please don't let him be the one. Don't let him be the one. But, prayerfully, Simone is very young, and I really hope that the writers do not go in that direction. Let her be childless as long as possible, because I hate to be a Debbie Downer. I love Angel and Simone together. However, I don't believe their marriage is going to last. And the reason that I say that is because Simone has now started to experience success without Take 3, and I believe she definitely loves the attention and loves how it makes her feel. And I'm not really sure how Angel feels about that, because it seems like Angel is more settled in life, even though they're around the same age. And sometimes your wants and your desires change, and that may be the case for Angel and Simone, but we'll see how, all of that plays out. We see that Simone and Noah has their performance. I love the song. I thought they did an incredible job. Their voices actually complement each other. I really enjoyed the song with them together. And a lot of people done gave them a name. I forgot what it was. But anyway, I'm like, there's nothing going on with Angel and, with Simone and Noah. That's disgusting on so many levels. I don't even think the writers have that type of disgust to even go in that direction. Speaking of disgust, this Cassie and Maurice situation. Now, I ain't gonna lie. They do have great chemistry together. Brandy and Lance Sprouse, they do have great chemistry together. However, not in this situation. I see where they going with it. And the crazy thing is, Maurice may actually be the one who can mellow her ass out. However, because of the situations that don't need to happen. And writers, I think they supposed to kiss maybe again. I don't know. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. We know Maurice is all game for it. I just don't want that to happen or go in that direction. And staying with Cassie, Cassie goes to the hospital. Her mom called her to tell her that her father fell again. So she goes to the hospital, and all of a sudden, the nigga in his right mind, what I'm saying? He, all of a sudden now, the baby that me and Carlotta had, the baby boy, he's alive. He alive. That shocked the hell out of me. I wasn't expecting that. And just to see him own up to what he did, I wanted to go through that TV and choke him. I just want to go through the TV and choke him, because I'm like, this is just so many years of hurt and anger. And their storyline is very dark. And it's heavy, but I love it. And that one of the main reasons why I like this episode so much is because it made me go through so many emotions as I watched it. And that's what used to happen when I used to watch Star. You'd be happy, you'd be sad, you'd be pissed, you'd be angry, then you'd be dancing. Then all of these things happen, and it's like you really went through a journey. You went through a roller coaster of emotions instead of just being bored out of your mind. So to me, last night they did that, and they did that in such a major way. Noah, I was happy to see Big Tigger on the show. I could have really done without that whole interview. I just found it interesting that they, of course, they're gonna bring up Star because that's who he has a child by. But I also found it very interesting that if you're gonna bring up Star, why didn't they bring up Alex? Because Alex is the ex-girlfriend, and Alex is also who he has a joint nomination with. It ain't just Noah, it's Noah and Alex. So I was like, I just found it, I'm like, interesting, petty, whatever, could have did without it. So we see that Simone catches him taking the pain medication. So I'm glad someone knows outside of him and his doctor that he is taking this medicine. And, we see that Noah actually asked the doctor to prescribe him one last time the pain medication, because the doctor was going to prescribe him ibuprofen, which I wish the doctor would have stuck to his right mind and not allow the patient to persuade you regardless of who they are, what to give them. You know what's best, and you're dealing with an addict. So I really did not like that. I just didn't like that whole situation. Now I'm gonna kind of skip to the nominations. That was such a colorful and beautiful scene, and it's been a lot of argument about this hug between Noah and Alex, and Alex and Derek. And somebody DM me and asked me for my opinion. I'm gonna tell you about it. So once the nominations went through and we saw that they were the first ones to be announced, and you could tell Alex was blown out of her mind. She turned around, gave Noah a hug. He was like, you did this. I think she said, you did this, so on and so forth. They gave each other a hug, and then she turned around. Now we just got to be honest. She didn't even, it's like, I don't even care about Derek at this moment. Like, I'm just so excited. And this is the person that I'm making this history with. This is my first nomination, and it's with Noah. So it was kind of interesting. Now, the hug between her and Noah, if you go back and look at it, Noah was hugging baby girl with both arms. Like, his arms was wrapped around her. He was clenched. That's a hug, like, I don't ever want to let you go kind of hug, or I know I let you go, I wish you would come back kind of hug. I'm just saying how I felt about it. You may not agree. That's good. The hug with Derek was kind of like, yeah, my homeboy gave me a hug. That's how I viewed that one. Okay, it's almost as if the hug she gave Noah should have been the hug she gave her man, but that didn't happen. Or maybe she did give her man that hug because Noah gonna end up being her man. Anyway, someone DM me and they was like, Derek was very mature in that scene with Alex hugging her ex-boyfriend and whatever. And I'm like, well, what the hell was he gonna do? And in my opinion, he was just his normal self. He didn't go above and beyond to a certain level of maturity, because in my personal opinion, maturity would have been him turning around and would have been like, yo, congratulations, dog, man, whatever. Because just last week they had this buddy interaction, and now they ain't said no words to each other. So I'm like, Derek didn't do nothing that deserved a gold star. He just was his normal self. So they were actually waiting to see if There For You was going to be what Simone was, to see if There For You was going to be nominated. And that just has to be a weird situation, because I'm like, your sister dragging you in the song. I don't think I would really be in the mood to see if the song gets nominated. I wouldn't even care. So we see that Bossy by Gigi got nominated, which ended the nominations for Best Song. However, Take 3 was nominated for Best Pop Group. I don't even remember the name of the album. It was some numbers. I don't know. But they were nominated. Carlotta texted or called someone to congratulate them, so on and so forth. I just love seeing Alex and Noah interact, and that the writers are being realistic with their situation. Now, the only bad thing is I look up the ratings and they tied their series low, which is sad and bad, but you can't blame nobody but the writers. And it's like they almost waited a little too late, or they are too late. I've been getting asked about the renewing. I don't see the show getting renewed if week after week your views are getting lower and lower and your time you're slow. That's not a good look. So I don't know. Next week is episode 13. We'll see what happens, but it's not looking too good for Empire or Star. Gigi storyline is heavy and deep as well. We find out that, I don't think it was ever brought up before, but it was my first time knowing that Gigi, lost her mother to drugs. Her aunts were the ones who introduced her to drugs at a young age, and basically just viewed her as a paycheck. It was their way probably getting out the hood, whatever the case may be. She was a meal ticket. And for her aunt to release the footage, that says a whole lot. And I mentioned this in a video a while ago about Gigi, that sometimes your loud friend or your boisterous friend or your friend who act like ain't nothing going on with her, that's the one who people really need to check on, because it's a reason why they're acting like that. And we see, some of the reasons why Gigi is the way that she is. Number one, she has they were her managers, horrible management, horrible aunts, you know what I'm saying? And maybe they experience the same thing with their mother, because sometimes things are just generational. You don't know how to protect children, how to raise them, and that seems like what Gigi fell, into. Now, when she kissed Alex, if I was Alex, I would not fire at her, because I'm like, dude, really, that was interesting. That was a shocker. With her aunts in the club, this is the thing I love about Alex. People be coming for Alex, but Alex ain't scared of no damn body. Do you hear me? When that aunt was like, touch her again, Alex, whatever, we couldn't hear what she said, but you could see her head moving like, do something. I'm like, see, I love that about Alex, because Alex don't walk down from anybody. You want to come at me, but no, I got these hands too, sis. So I love that about the character of Alex. Like, she called Gigi a B in front of her aunts. Like, I don't give a damn who you got, try me. So I like that about Alex. I really like that about Alex's character. What else I had? I really want to know how Carlotta is going to respond knowing that her baby is alive. And even if we're going to actually see who the child is, that's going to be interesting. Oh, that hotel scene. I don't think I've ever been more disgusted and humored at the same time. That scene was so funny. It was so left field, but I like that comedic relief they gave. That thing was funny as hell to me. I lost it. I totally it took me all the way out. It was so crazy. And just to think that was a situation that's going to release Star from jail. It was hilarious to me. That was a good scene. And to the person that DM'd me about Cotton, they was like, you don't say nothing about Cotton not having a lot of airtime. It doesn't matter, because anytime Cotton is on the scene, and Miss Bruce, because sometimes Miss Bruce don't get a lot of screen time either, they give you memorable performances, things that you're gonna remember. When she called the girl a beanbag built whatever, hilarious. So these are things that you just remember. These are things that cause a certain emotion out of you. With Derek, it's just like he's there. He's just like white noise. You don't pay attention to it. It's just, you just know it's there. So I'm like, if you're gonna get a boy screen time, at least give him something dignified to do instead of being, Alex's piece or whatever. Like, it just, whatever the case may be. I was really happy for Alex. She got 2 nominations. And just seeing what's going to have this award show, because I really want Alex and Noah to perform, excuse me, at the show or sometime in between that time. I do want to see that happen. I'm definitely interested in seeing what's going to happen once Star gets out of jail. And I'm guessing that's when we'll see Jax, because we didn't see him this episode. So I'm interested in how that dynamic is going to go. I know things are going to get worse with Noah and the pills, which is saddening, because you wait until he has a huge responsibility. He has a child. He's trying to be the best version of himself, and then this vice is put back in his face. So I really hope that it doesn't go all the way down for Noah. Really want to see how they finish this season, the second half of this season out. What else happened that I might not remember? Cassie. That's why I kind of fear for Derek a tad bit, because when Cassie was with Maurice, they were just supposed to be going to talk to the dude. She whooped the hell out of him with that gun. I'm like, Cassie, it don't need all that. Like, and listen, like Maurice told her, look, you got some anger issues with your dad. You need to deal with that. We're not trying to have no blood on our hands with this record label. We trying to do some big things, and I don't basically need you, acting a fool out here in these streets. But that's Cassie. When you have known something all your life, that's just what you resort to. That's just what you do. And that's what we saw in last night's episode when she, bust dude stuff all up. So hopefully, prayerfully, we get to see the quality stay the same. And if this is their last season, please don't end. I hope they don't end on a cliffhanger, because I hate shows that end on a cliffhanger and then the show don't get renewed and then you don't know what the hell going on. I'm gonna tell y'all how that affected me so bad. I think Moesha got canceled in 2001 and we still don't know who was pregnant, and I'm still pissed off at that. We don't know, and now too many people have passed in the show. They was like, they wanted to do a reboot. Leave Moesha alone. Don't do no reboot. I'm mad at y'all because, the person that played Hakeem, Lamont Bentley, is dead. And Yvette, the lady that played Andell, is dead. So leave Moesha alone. So prayerfully, we get some, answers to everything we want to know. The whole Dallas and Alex thing. The conclusion of it. They released the pictures. Alex is going to be in Miss Ruby. Where the hell is Miss Ruby? That's what I meant to say. Where the hell is Miss Ruby? Miss Ruby killed... Maybe not. Oh boy, Mike, and we ain't seen her no more. So I don't know what's going on with that. We don't know where the hell Miss Ruby is. So that's a question I want to find out. But they're in Miss Ruby house, got the candles, the roses all done up. And I'm like, maybe this is the proposal episode. Don't really know. Really don't care. However, it's just the people that like them, man. I don't even know how y'all. It makes me wonder what y'all relationships look like. I ain't lying. For those that like Dallas, I'm like, baby girl, does your man treat you like that? Is because I can't understand. If you have like a thriving, loving relationship, I can't see you liking them like that. I can't. I just that's just me. Don't come for me, but it's just me. Oh, Star. Now we see Star did throw the first throw. She threw the first punch. That girl walked the dog on Star. And it may sound crazy. I actually enjoyed it. And I'm gonna tell you why. Not that I want to see Star get her, get her behind with nothing like that. It was just like, when you think you big and bad, just know it's always somebody bigger and badder than you. And this girl showed her she was bigger and badder. Now, we know she did some damage. I'm like, maybe a Star in the hospital on the next episode. Don't really know. But we'll find out what happened with that. But that girl walked the dog on Star. Star got a few licks in, but baby girl, Jesus, told her slap the hell up. Really did. I think that was all. I don't remember anything that happened. I have people sending me a lot of questions about the show, and so I'll do another video and answer those questions. I don't want to make this video about that, but like I mentioned, I enjoyed the show. It took me on a whole lot of emotional turns and twists and things of that nature. I'm definitely interested to see Carlotta's family dynamic once the truth really comes out. He can't deny it and say he don't know or that didn't happen, because now you have revealed the truth to Cassie. So we're going to see what happens with that. And even with the mom who called Carlotta a liar. What are you going to do now that you know the truth about this asshole? You know what I'm saying? So interested in seeing that. I know there's a scene where Xander is going to try to kill Cassie. Don't know what episode that's going to be on, but I'm interested to see how all this stuff just close up. Now, I know I ain't crazy, and somebody help me. Wasn't Megan supposed to be on last week's episode? Didn't see Chick. I didn't see her. So I'm like, what's going on? So I don't know. See, that's why these ratings low. But I ain't gonna get into that. I say that for the video. I think that was everything I wanted to talk about. Kiki's song, what is it called? Recipe, I believe, or something like that. I thought it was a great performance. I thought she did a great job. I love the song. I love Kiki's voice. That was super emotional and so very sad. And it hurt to me, and it's crazy because I'm like, Gigi is not even a major character on the show, but they have done such a great job with Gigi's storyline. I'm like, it just amazed me. I'm like, this storyline better than Derek's. This storyline better than Jack's. This storyline better than, I was gonna say, Simone. It's very heart pulling the way they have Gigi's storyline set up. So I really enjoyed it when the aunt killed herself in the club. Speaking of that, if you go back and look at it, right, when that happened, it was like Derek kind of hugged Alex a little bit, like wrapped around. She got to the scene before he did. So I just be watching it and I'm just like, Derek, do something right. One episode. Don't disappoint me. I'm rooting for you a little bit, but don't do something. I want to see him do something right in this in this season, please. So we're gonna see what happened. I think that's all I got. If I missed something, y'all let me know in the comments. Thank y'all for supporting me, for just encouraging me. Thank y'all, because I'm doing my best to respond to everyone, because I knew I was doing a poor job, so I'm trying to do better at that. So I want to thank y'all for supporting me. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I will holler at y'all later.